Hello, it is June 22nd, and so it's been some time since I've done a video and posted it to YouTube. The last video was me talking about just graduating and the pros and cons of graduating from college or graduate school. I graduated with my master's degree in May, and I was just talking about how the perks are that you get to sleep in late, you get to kind of do the things that you wanted to do but you couldn't. And the cons are, where am I going to work? How am I going to pay back the federal government? In my case, how am I going to pay back the federal government and my favorite girl, Sally Mae? How am I going to pay these people back? But at the same time, I didn't want just any job. I want something that's tailored to what I got my degrees in. So I've been applying to job after job after job after job, and it seemed as if everything was always a no. I started my job search in December of 2012 in preparation for the fact that I knew I was graduating in May of 2013. And so I wanted to make sure I got a head start on what I needed to do in order to secure a job and financial stability for myself. And I'm talking a little strange right now because I recently got some work done on my teeth and my bite is off, and I have to go back because I don't like the way this feels. So I apologize for that. But so, you know, after all this hard work and persistence and having people help me put things together, I applied for a teaching job at Clemson University in South Carolina. And I have a friend who graduated a year before me who works there. And so right before we graduated, our supervisor put the bug in our ear like, you know, you should apply, you should apply. And at first I wasn't going to do it. Now, for 2 years, I taught Introduction to Public Speaking, the fundamentals of public speaking to undergrads. So I taught them how to give demonstration speeches, informative speeches, persuasive speeches, and things like that. And I really actually enjoyed it. I did the teaching because it offset my tuition, but I didn't realize 2 years later it would be something that I really loved doing and something I was really good at doing. So I put my own thoughts aside and said, you know what, you need to solidify a job. So when you graduate, you have employment. And I did it. I knew I had a good chance of getting the job, to be quite honest. But, you know, you never want to go into something super, you know, being boastful or bragging about what you think could happen. So I'm super humble about it. And then I got an email that said that they wanted to do a phone interview. And I did a phone interview with the chair of the department, the assistant chair of the department, and another faculty member. Actually, the basic course director of what I'll be teaching. And sometimes over phone interviews, you can't really tell how much of an impact you're making on people. And I've learned over the years, everything is a performance. So I think they were playing up to being really hardcore, and I was really scared because I was like, I feel like I'm saying the right things. I know I'm saying the right things. I'm trying to get you guys to see my personality, but I can't really see yours based off of this. So I was told, you know, in a couple days, you'll hear from us. A couple days went by, nothing happened. But it seemed like that interview opened the floodgates for more interviews. And I went on interviews and part-time jobs that I was probably going to get, but I wasn't comfortable just having a part-time job, to be quite honest. And so a few days later, I got a phone call that said, hey, we want to offer you a job. And I was ecstatic. So as of August 5th, 6th, I will officially be moving and living in Clemson, South Carolina, or Anderson, South Carolina. I'll be working at Clemson University in South Carolina. And I'm really excited. I've always been a Midwest girl. I've grown up in Chicago all my life. I've gone to school, you know, in Champaign, Illinois, in Charleston, Illinois. I did grad school in Muncie, Indiana. So in my interview, I even said, you know, I'm ready to get out of the Midwest, because I am. I love the Midwest with everything in me. I love everything that I've learned from growing up in Chicago, but I'm ready to get out of the city. I'm ready to see new things. I'm ready to put my independence to the test and see if you put me 700 plus miles away from my friends and family, how will I handle it? So I'm moving to South Carolina, and I've been putting everything together. I'll be flying down in July to look at an apartment, and I'm just really excited about what will come. It's super cool that I get to do something that I've loved to do for the past 2 years, and at the same time teach in a department where I got my degree in. So that helps me continue to use, I'm sorry, there's something in my eye. I get to continue to use the skills that I've learned over the past 6 years and that I'm paying for, and teach something that I really like to teach. It's strange because you never quite know where your path is going to be. And had you said, Marilyn, there's a chance you're going to teach college, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not what I want to do. But you never realize where your path is going to take you, and I'm so excited about what's happening. And aside from me making this move for myself, I'm making this move for my family as well. We've all lived in Chicago all our lives, and in recent times, it's gotten pretty bad here in the city, and it's not a secret. Sometimes I do think that media framing plays a big part in how people perceive Chicago, because you can't tell me that there's not craziness happening in any other urban city across the country, but I'm not crazy, and I'm not aware of what's going on in the city that I love so much. But at the same time, like, I gotta leave. I have so much I want to do, and the fear of going somewhere and something happening and your life being snatched from you sucks. And if that means I have to leave, and at the same time leave for my own self, but leave to set a foundation for my family to be able to leave, then that's what I'm going to do. So this move is about me initially, but once I get set up and I'm straight, then the move becomes away from my mother and my sisters to make that move as well. I will never turn my back on Chicago, like Kanye said in To the World on the Good Friday album. Shout out to Mom on My Back. Like, I love my city, and you can't take it from me, but sometimes you got to leave the thing you love just to see what's out there different. So the moral of the story is I'm moving, I'm leaving, and I'm afraid, but I'm excited. I don't know what to expect being in a very southern part of the country. I can only go based on what I've heard, what I've seen, but I'm afraid. But at the same time, I'm very resilient, and I know how to make the best of things, and I know how to not let people make me feel inferior to them in any way, shape, or form. I'm also afraid for my hair, y'all, because, I've been doing this natural thing for a little over a year now, and I live in a place where there's humidity, but it's not humid all the time. If anything, it's cold. But I'm moving to a part of the country where it's hot all the time, and humidity, and my hair is going to be very big, which I'm kind of excited about that. But I'm trying to see how my hair is going to work with this humidity and things of that nature, so we shall see. But as you can see, I am rocking a twist. I have some 2-strand twists going on, and today I'm going to take them down. I've had them in for about a week now because I haven't been going anywhere, but we're going to go out to the store today, and I don't want to look crazy. So I'm going to take these down and play around with it, and I'm so happy with my hair growth and how my hair is looking. It looks like little baby doll hair, if you can't tell. Little baby doll hair. So, let's see. Baby girl got a little bit of butters. She working it out. She is. She's working it out. I'm trying to be all that I can be. And my hair, the shrinkage is so crazy, but it's adorable. I love it. So, doing that. Sorry. But my hair is so bouncy. It literally just springs right back. And I love my hair. So, this is just kind of an update just to let you guys know. where I'm going in life. So as soon as I get to South Carolina, I'm making the first video because I know it's gonna be like a hell of a culture shock. I don't know. I'm so nervous, but I'm excited at the same time, and I'm excited to put my stamp somewhere else. I've been fortunate. God has really blessed me. Because I never thought in a million years this is where I would be right now in my life before 25. I turned 25 in July. So I didn't think that at 24, 25, this is where my life would have me. And I'm really happy with myself, and I'm really proud of myself. And so I just wanted to go on and show people that if you put your mind to it, you work your butt off, you can get where you need to be. And even though this is just a lecturer job, this isn't my forever plan. You know, I may go back and get my doctorate in some point. But I've now put myself in a position to do that and to be in a position where I can be at a university. First of all, there aren't a lot of blacks in the communication studies department. If any, there aren't a lot. And there aren't a lot of black women. And so, you know, I want to show that we're here. Yes, this is a very predominantly white discipline, but we exist, and we have a lot to offer, and we provide a lot of input on things that not everyone knows about. So let's try to diversify this major and this scholarship. So with that being said, babies, bye bye Chicago, and hello South Carolina.